Hello everybody, my name's Shalise. Welcome everybody to my Assassin's Creed Valhalla video game review. Here's the thing. This video game Valhalla surprised the shit out of me. This game respected its lore, respected the previous game that came before it, and added its own new spin. And that's what you want for an Assassin's Creed game. Now, before I get into the in-depth review of Valhalla, let me just say a couple things. I am so tired, and you can see my video down below in the link. I ranted about Assassin's Creed fans. For those of you who say Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed no more, we're no longer, we're too far into the past, or not, and then you guys complain about going too far into the future. You complain about Layla's story, but then you were complaining about Desmond's story. And people who said this ain't Assassin's Creed no more, it's lost its identity. I mean, this is a video game franchise that has over 12 main games. Now, how many you're an assassin for? Oh, a good 8. Black Flag, you're a pirate. Origins, you're a Magi. Odyssey was the spin-off. You're a person who has Isu bloodline. And you're playing a Viking. That's connected to the Isu in some way. So, for those of you who are still complaining about, oh, we're not playing Assassin, it's Assassin's Creed no more, and we no longer have Templars and all that stuff. Here's the thing. Do you want to stick to the same old formula where the Templars are the evil bad guys and the Assassins are the ultimately good guys? No, we do not need more games that are just all the time Assassin and Templar. It's good to branch out. Remember Assassin's Creed Rogue, you got the Templar side? Remember Black Flag, you were a pirate? So people stop complaining that the fact is we're not playing an Assassin no more. It's stupid and it's ridiculous. Out of all the games there is, if we're including the consoles, if we're including the DLCs, if we're including the, the ones on the portable ones, there's over like 17 games of Assassin's Creed, and there's over like 13 if we're including the Chronicles, Liberation, Freedom Cry. There's a good at least 13 or 14 games you're just playing an assassin. One a Templar, one a pirate, one a Viking, and one for Isu spin-off a mercenary. Sue us for people who complain about Valhalla for not being an Assassin's Creed game. Fuck those people. Because you're saying, oh, it lost identity. Again, this is a game that's been around for how many years? A franchise that's been around for how many years? You would think they want to change the formula, different combats, different systems, different RPG elements. At least they're trying something new. So the people who are complaining about the same old Assassin's Creed, then stick to the Ezio trilogy. Just stick to that, because this game's not for you. Now, going to Assassin's Creed Valhalla without spoilers, Eivor, whoever you want to play, the male or female version, doesn't matter, is a Viking. He's from Norway. I played a male version, so I'm going to refer to him as he. He's from Norway. He goes to England. He takes a lot of his family, his brother Sigurd, his adopted brother Sigurd, with him, and they go to England. They conquer different territories. They make different alliances, and that's what the game is about. You're a Viking. During England time, there's the Order of Ancients who are trying to control England. You're trying to stop them. You got a hidden one who's helping you and all that stuff. You got an assassin who's helping you. So there's a lot of great detail to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And what I mean, it respects its past. I mean, it respects previous games. Assassin's Creed 3, the best thing about Assassin's Creed 3, the video game, was the settlement stuff where Connor was getting people into his homestead. He was making new characters. In Valhalla, every single territory you go in England, you add more people to your settlement. You have to do settlement upgrades. It get you different fishing equipment, different hunting equipment. Different maps you get to have. You build a story, you build characters, you build side characters. This settlement pack that they have from Assassin's Creed 3, they have in Valhalla, and since you do that, it enhances the side stories, it enhances the side characters, and enhances your story overall as a enhances the story overall, and enhances yourself as a character. So, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ivor did a great job with its settlements, with his side missions, with his side characters. Another thing they brought databases back. Where you actually get to see about the characters. Oh, here's a list. Oh, this is this character, this is this character. Then you have, like, oh, I don't know, in the map, they tell you in each region how much wealth, how much artifacts, how much mysteries is there. They give you a list of what's in each region so you can complete it. So this is good for completionists, which myself, I enjoy. I don't know why Assassin's Creed Origins Odyssey did not have that included. They just have a check mark, okay, you've done it. And the map what makes it also great. And I'm not talking just about how beautiful England, Norway, and Finland are, but they separated. You get 3 different areas. You know how terrible Assassin's Creed 2 would have felt like, or how bloated it would have felt like if we just saw the entire map of Forlì, Venice, Italy, in just one go. But they separated it, so you don't feel like it's so bundled up together like Odyssey was. It ain't an empty world like Origins was. Valhalla was just a very nice, well done game. The database was back. Customization didn't really all too much matter. There's not that much for weapons and all that, but the combat takes some getting used to, but I enjoy the combat. Again, the fact is that we had all this stuff included with databases, with actually showing what's in each part of the map. Having separate maps of Norway, England, Finland is a nice, refreshing thing. I loved a lot of things for Assassin's Creed Valhalla for that. Another positive would also be, like, they did this one side missions, which is kind of like the Assassin's Creed Revelations DLC, where Desmond is basically going to, just like, he's making a blocking path, he's trying to get to the exit area, and he's trying to exit the Animus, or to learn more about secrets of the Animus. And they had that in Assassin's Creed Revelations. So they had that in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but the payoff is with that puzzles, you get to get, like, a video clip, and this video clip is basically the Assassin's Creed 2 stuff of, like, Adam and Eve. Oh, you find this stuff, that's one portion of the video. You do this with Valhalla, you get to have that, different portions, and there is 3 major storylines. You got the modern day storyline, and the modern day storyline, it connects to the Ivor storyline in Vinland, and then you got this one where there is, like, Odin and all this, so the Odin as Isu. So all 3 connect well to each other. I don't want to give spoilers to anything, but there's a lot of great detail to this game, and it makes me wonder where the franchise is going. Since Assassin's Creed Origins decided to ignore the Juno storyline, and yes, Juno is dead. That is one spoiler. She's dead in the comics. And Assassin's Creed Origins decided not to do that. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla is trying to do a new thing, and it's trying to do... And Assassin's Creed Valhalla is like a stepping stone. It's like you're ultimately seeing the greater viewpoint. Assassin's Creed Origins started something with Layla, then Odyssey continued it and made it a bit greater, and then Valhalla is just really showing, like, there is something here. And overall, this game was utterly fantastic. It was a next stepping stone. It respected what came before. It did new things. Granted, some things didn't work out. Some things were great. Some things were not so great. There's plenty of glitches in this game, I gotta be honest with you. But once those patches are fixed up, this game's gonna be, to me, this game right now is an A for me. A-. I would give this probably my 5th overall. Valhalla was a tremendous surprise for me. I would say the weakest part of this game is the villains. The Order Ancients, to me, were not needed, since I believe they should just unlike the Templar Origins in anything, because Order Ancients was Origins, you got the Cult of Cosmos for Odyssey, you should have done like the precursor for the Templars for Valhalla. I got the Ultimate Edition, so I'm going to be excited to see what the DLC is, what the story is going to be behind it, and I'm very looking forward to what's going to happen with Assassin's Creed Valhalla further on. I enjoyed this game, but I would say the weakest part would be the villains. It's just, they're basically non-existent. Kind of like in Origins. Origins had a problem with their own villains, with them not being consistent. Or not being consistent. It's just there's no communication between the characters. With Valhalla, it's the same damn thing. But then again, these are the same people who made Origins, so. But I gotta say this: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the soundtrack was amazing. The map itself was amazing. They brought old things back. The customization, not customization, the database, the map design, the menu design. It just really improves a lot about the previous Assassin's Creed games, and it respects upon it. So to me, Assassin's Creed Valhalla just gave me like a what the fuck moments. There are some what the fuck moments in this story, and you're just generally confused. But you overall have to you play the game. You had to play the Odin storyline. You have to play Ivor storyline. You have to do the Layla storyline. You even have to do the little side stuff that's where you're learning about the whole truth about what's about this Assassin's Creed universe. And it's very interesting and very well done. And people say, this game has lost its way. To me, has not lost its way. There is a lot of great things this game respects. This game respects Assassin's Creed 3. They even have a tie-in to Assassin's Creed 3, and that's what I love it. Lore that ties into the previous Assassin's Creed games and respect what comes before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, to me, is probably the best of the trilogy. I will be doing a separate video, the rankings of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey versus Assassin's Creed Valhalla versus Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm going to put into 10 different categories. And the voice casting was great in this video game. I just cannot believe how much I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I gotta be honest with you. I enjoyed the shit out of it. And people say, again, those people who say they're disappointed we're not playing the Assassin no more, go fuck yourself. Seriously, just literally go fuck yourself. You're telling me you're complaining about you're not playing Assassin when the game's been around all since, like, what is 2007, 2009? A video game friend has been around, like, at least 10 years. And you're complaining, oh, we're playing an Assassin. We're not playing Assassin, that where you have overall all these portables and all the DLC, and we're having 17 games full of 17 games of Assassin's Creed, and we're only 13 games as an Assassin. Again, it's like the Star Wars Original Trilogy fans all over again. They just don't want new things. They just want to have the same old Ezio Trilogy shit. Nothing's wrong with liking Ezio Trilogy, it's just you gotta move on. You gotta do different stuff. You gotta have different combat, different story elements. You can't have the same old stuff. But to me, Assassin's Creed Valhalla knew what it was gonna be. They knew the story they wanted told. Could certain things being better? Yes, with the villains especially, they could have been better. But overall, I don't really have much to complain about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had a kick-ass time with it. I just really enjoyed this video game. So, yeah, everybody, let me know what y'all think of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Did you think it was a great video game? Did you think it was a terrible video game? Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Major Lee, signing off with everybody. Bye-bye.